Solution Uncle, I'm going to explain how I accidentally become a daylight prostitute and how bad it's affected my life. I am a lady aged 45 living in Windhoek, Namibia. I'm married to this handsome and caring man. I can't mention for his own secret reasons. Due to economic hardships, a friend of mine suggested that we should go to South Africa, buying goods in bulk and sell back home. I told my husband about the suggestion and he granted me the permission. We went to South Africa, brought garments in bulk, went back home, so the first trip was a very successful one. We started to earn a lot of money. As time goes on, the business started to grow and we managed to look after our husbands and kids. We built shops at growth points and brought cars for our husbands. Trouble begins on November 23, 2011. Me and my friend went to South Africa to ward for festive season. On our way to South Africa, we were robbed and left with no money, dumped at a forest, which hiked, trying to find transport to go back to Namibia. A family car stopped. It was driven by a male driver. We explained everything to the man. He said he was going to offer us transport, but we should pay in form of having sex with him. There was nothing to do besides to agree. We stopped several times, changing each other to have sex with the man. Arrived in Namibia, the man gave us money double to what we were going to earn by buying and selling. From then, daylight prostitution became our trade. We returned to South Africa the following week. In South Africa, I started dating a local man. I did not bother to tell him that I was married and I was a married woman. He always gave me a lot of money. I was afraid to lose him. One day, he organized an engagement party, a surprise engagement party. He wanted to surprise me, brought new clothes and shoes for me. There was no time to tell him the truth by then. We got engaged. As I speak now, we are staying together. Fellow Africans, can you please help me? I miss my true husband and kids. I'm afraid that if I tell him the truth by now, he can just kill me. Yours daughter, Auntie Joshua. I grew up living in a small compound near Johannesburg, always wishing to live in the city one day. I finished my primary and high school, went to the city seeking for a job. I started working as a maid at a house. At that house, I was staying with the employer's only child. The wife worked in a cruise in Yemen. She could come here and there that I can call once in a while. The father was a teacher at a local school. From the look of the things, the wife seems to be the breadwinner. The husband quitted teaching when they started their transport business, thanks to the wife for playing a pivotal role in funding the business. As he becomes richer, the husband started having girlfriends, sent their child to the boarding school. By then I thought my job was over since I was employed to look after the child. I was surprised to hear the husband telling me that my salary was now doubled and I was no longer paid by the wife but him. Also lied to his wife over the phone that I was no longer staying at the home during school days and I could come during holidays to look after the child. We hosted parties every weekend. At one part, I met this guy. He was a friend to my employer, that is the husband. He approached me for love. We started dating. The guy impregnated me and we started staying as husband and wife. My husband was a truck driver. He could spend 2 to 5 months out of the country, gave birth to a dead baby. He didn't even care about the loss, only sent man for funeral. None of his relatives attended the funeral, only heard rumors that he was also married to 3 other wives. This hated me to the most extent. Is this the Johannesburg I wish to stay in? Since I was staying with his young brother, I thought to revenge. Their parents died when they were still kids. The young brother is a very handsome young man, a man most ladies admire. We started having feelings for each other. Since my husband could spend 5 or 6 months out of the country without seeing me, I did this as a way to fix him. Got impregnated by the young brother. My husband heard it and went to report to my mother. He chased me and his young brother away from home, took my mom and started staying with her. Mom was once a commercial sex worker when I was still growing. She even earned my school fees by commercial sex working. Dating my husband was nothing much to her. She always told me she is going to fix me for cheating on her own son-in-law. Recently gave birth to another dead baby. My mom is sending me nude pictures of my husband. Everyone in the neighborhood is mocking us. I don't know what's wrong with my mom. My fellow people, I am thinking to just cancel my life. I can't live like this no more. Thank you for tuning into our channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any confession. Thank you so much.